Here is a simple tutorial on how to cut this stylish underbust shirt. To start, I have gone ahead to mark out the basic measurements I need for this dress. The upper part of this dress has a button allowance, so you're going to mark about 2.5 inches, which is this BA, meaning button allowance at the upper part. You mark your shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline, and your blouse length. Now, after marking this, your measurement will start after this line. Place your tape and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Come down by 1 inch. Here, you will mark a basic neckline of 3 inches and the depth will be 3 inches. You can use 2.8 inches for the depth of your neckline if you want to. Then go ahead to connect. From here now, you're going to extend it to the front part of your button allowance. Now, the next step is to connect from your neckline all the way to your shoulder slope, that 1 inch after your shoulder slope. I'll go ahead to outline this. Now, I'll be finding the chest line or the armhole line, and to get that is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, make a mark and you're going to draw a straight line at that point. That will be your armhole line or your chest line. The next step you're going to take is to place your tape and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Now connect this all the way to the upper part. After connecting that, you're going to place your tape from the shoulder to the chest line and divide it by 2. Come in by ½ inch at the midpoint of your armhole. Place your tape again and mark your bust measurement divided by 4, starting from the line where you're going to mark your button allowance. Connect from the midpoint of your armhole to the upper part and to your bust measurement divided by 4. The next step is to go ahead to mark your dart. Place your tape, measure your nipple to nipple, whatever you get, divide it by 2. So I'll just go ahead to mark, place my tape, and I'll connect this all the way to the upper part and to the lower part of my pattern. So after marking this now, we're going to mark our dart intake. Mark ½ inch on both sides of our pattern. After marking that, you're going to come down by 1 inch from your bust. Now I'm going to take that same ½ inch on both sides of my pattern so that I can easily blend this out. I'll go ahead to connect to this point and connect to the other side. I'll also repeat this on both sides of this pattern. So this is what I have after connecting. Next step is to insert the body measurement. Place your tape and mark your bust round measurement, divide it by 4. Then add 1 inch for your sewing allowance. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Pick this little dart intake, replace it and add your stitching allowance. Now mark your waist measurement divided by 4 at this point. After marking it, pick the dart intake you have here, replace it by the side and add your stitching allowance. Now at the lower part, you're going to mark your waist measurement, that measurement you have at the waist. Take it all the way down. This is more like a crop under bust shirt. It does not get to the hip point, so just use your waist measurement. Now go ahead to connect. After connecting at this point, I outlined it with my marker to make it more visible for you to see. From the under bust part of your pattern, come up by 1 inch or 1.5, then go ahead to connect it back to the under bust of your dress. After connecting this at this point, this is what I have, right? Now the next step I'll take is just to go ahead to outline this. Now extend this line all the way to the shirt, the button allowance at the upper part of the shirt. So next step I'll take is to come down by 1.5 inches after my waistline and I'll connect. I'm going to blend here out. From this part now, I'll extend it to the front part of my pattern this way. Now this is all you need for the lower part of this dress. I'll go ahead to outline. Now this side does not have like a button allowance extending all the way to the front. I also outline my dart. Now we're going to cut or slash the under bust area. You're going to cut open this area of your pattern because of there's a pleat at that part, right? So this is what you will have. Now let's go ahead to cut out this pattern. Before cutting it, let's mark our bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. So I'll just come down by 1 inch, which is my bust dart, and connect it to my nipple to nipple point. I'll blend it out when cutting out. I'll also explain the lower part, how to join the part that has the button allowance together with the lower part of the shirt. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Blend your bust dart when cutting out. I'll also cut out this area. Now you can decide to cut this or blend it together, right? It totally depends on what you want. Now I'll cut the shoulder. When cutting here, I'll fold in my button allowance, then cut it. So you have to fold in your button allowance this way, then stitch. Mark the areas where you're going to add your button. Now you also slash open the under bust area of this pattern, right? So let me go ahead to slash it open. When you slash it open, you spread it out a bit. Now after spreading it out, you cut your pattern, then you gather that side, then use this part, join it in a way that it will match your under bust. So the button allowance here will be overlapping the other side of the button allowance. So after that, we are going to also measure the neckline. That is after you're done folding the button allowance together. Now what we'll have is 5.5 inches. For this underbust shirt, you need a zipper at the back. Then mark your basic neckline of 3 by 1 inch. Then this is your chest line, the same way we got the front. Your shoulder to bust, just mark your under bust because of the design. Mark your shoulder to waist at the back, and then add your blouse length depending on how you want the blouse length to be at the back. Now you're going to start by marking your bust measurement divided by 4. Place your tape and find the midpoint of your armhole. Mark it. Now place your curve through, touching this midpoint now all the way to your bust measurement divided by 4 at this point. After marking it, go ahead to outline it. This is your armhole for the back. Now the next step is to mark your dart. You're going to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2, and you're going to extend this all the way to your blouse length. Then go ahead to draw a straight line. After marking that, come down by 1 inch here. Mark ½ inch on both sides of your pattern, and then place your ruler to connect this to this point and connect to the lower part. Also repeat this at the other side of your pattern. The next step is to insert your body measurement and also outline your dart. Now to insert the body measurement at the bust, mark your bust round measurement divided by 4, add 1 inch stitching allowance. Now mark your under bust measurement divided by 4, pick your dart intake, replace, add your stitching allowance. Now at this point, you're going to mark your waist measurement divided by 4, measure your dart, replace it, then add your sewing allowance. You're going to cut out or blend out your dart, that's why you're replacing it. Connect your pattern. After connecting it, extend it all the way down. So from here now, I'll come down a bit, 1.5, you can use 2 inches. So if you want to create the design at the back, I'll blend the dart, then go ahead to connect it at the back, at the lower part of the back. So this is what I have here. So we have like a design at this part. So you want to come up by 1.5 to 1 inch and then connect it back to your under bust. So when connecting, just come up by 1 inch from your under bust. I feel like mine was too high. So from here now, I'll come down by 2.5 inches. At the upper part of the back part of this shirt, we are going to have like, so at the lower part, we are going to take out the zipper bulge of this dress, which you're going to mark ½ inch here, and you're going to connect this all the way to the upper part. Now the upper part of this shirt, you notice that that part does not have like a zip, so your zipper will stop somewhere at the lower part. So go ahead and cut out your pattern, and when you're cutting this, This part now you will cut it on fold. I'm cutting it on fold. Then this is the part that has zip. Take out your zipper bulge and cut out here. Then you can sew your dart and join to the upper part. Then join the zipper, then join it to the upper part of your shirt. Another thing is to go ahead to measure the round neckline. You're going to join the front and back neckline together. So for the front and back measurement, I have a total of 8.5 inches. Divide the 8.5 into 2. Then I will come up by ½ inch here. What I'll do is to place my curve drill, connect it here to this point. For your collar stand, you just need 1 inch. I'll mark 1 inch all the way throughout. After marking it, I will go ahead and I will connect it this way all the way to the end. After connecting to the end, the next step I will take is to go ahead to mark out or outline it with my marker. Now after outlining with my marker, for your collar, you can use 3 inches here and also use 3 inches here, right? So, or 3.5 at the other side, depending on how you want your collar. Come in by 1 inch here. Then you're going to connect it to the upper part. After connecting, you want to have like a slightly pointy effect. Come out by 1 inch and connect again, just like when you're cutting your normal collar, and you can blend in the edge. So this is what you have. You cut this on fold, and I'll go ahead to cut this out. See you in our next video.